I'm Mike James, sports editor of the LA Times, and I'm joined today by John Sherva, our deputy sports editor, here to talk about the pending sale of the Los Angeles Clippers for the enormous sum of $2 billion. Steve Ballmer, former Microsoft CEO, is the projected new buyer. There's some question, is this really going to happen? John, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that we really know is at the end of the day, week, month, year, Ballmer will be the owner of the Clippers. But how we get there is going to be a really treacherous journey because of we don't know what litigation Donald Sterling's going to put forward. We just don't know all the little stops and starts that are going to happen. There's just a lot of stuff out there. This is a crazy story. But I think the one thing we do know is that Ballmer, who's worth $20 billion, give up, $2 billion, not a big deal, will be the owner.
Right, and it's really a matter of time. And as you said, this is a story that still has a lot more questions than it does answers. What is Donald Sterling's next move? We don't know. Shelly Sterling has acted on her own in this sale agreement. The NBA is waiting for documents before they make any kind of announcement, and they still plan to go ahead with the meeting on Tuesday of the Board of Governors, at which time it's expected that the owners will vote Donald Sterling off the island.
Yeah, and the thing is that, if you listen to his attorney, Donald's attorney, is Donald wants some kind of vindication, and that puts Commissioner Adam Silver in a real bind, I think, because you really can't capitulate to Donald, but Donald's going to want something for his legacy, which I know sounds crazy, but again, everything about the story has been crazy. So I would not be surprised if the meeting on Tuesday is postponed or canceled, and there's always the specter that Donald could try to get a TRO, a restraining order, to keep the meeting from happening on Tuesday.
Right, and we don't know. There have been internet reports, of course, about Donald Sterling's condition and the reasoning for Shelly Sterling's decision to go ahead on her own here. That's something, again, that we really don't know about.
No, there were reports out there that his mental competency was questioned by Shelly Sterling, which would make her the sole proprietor of the trust, because basically it was the Sterling family trust that sold it to Ballmer, or is pending sale to Ballmer. We don't know. I mean, again, you've got a lot of billable hours going on out there that I don't think this is going to go away very soon. I know everyone would like it to, but I don't think it's going to.
No, I think we would too.
Yes, we would.
Now, Ballmer, of course, was involved in an attempted purchase of the Sacramento Kings. He wanted to move them to Seattle to get an NBA franchise back in that city, which is where he lives. That did not work out because the NBA didn't want to allow the team to move. There's a lot of discussion that will he move this team? Will he try to move this team to Seattle? And the answer, that's something we also know too. That's not going to happen.
No, the franchise would be worth a whole lot less than he purchased it for, because Seattle is just a smaller media market. But what Seattle is concerned about, I think, is that he was their champion. He was the person who was going to try to bring a team back to Seattle. And they're worried that they're going to lose that. And they're also worried that they're going to lose some of his charitable foundations if, in fact, he moves to Los Angeles or has like sort of dual citizenship in both areas.
Right. And he's indicated to us that in fact, he's going to maintain strong roots in Seattle, though it's likely he's going to live here. But his philanthropic endeavors, I think he's talked about continuing there. He's not going to desert Seattle, but he is clearly going to be a new LA owner. I don't think we know exactly what kind of owner he's been, but he's been a very demonstrative CEO, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're hoping that he brings a lot of life to it. You got to think about how long has it been since we've had an LA NBA franchise for sale. Well, it's been a long time. It's been 30 some odd years, because the Buss family held it for a while, and then Donald Sterling had the team. So this is a rare commodity to have an NBA franchise open up in Los Angeles, which is probably why he overpaid. I mean, I think he overpaid, because we were talking to some of the other bidders, and if you want to look at it strictly as plus and minus, the team was probably worth between $1 and $1.3 billion, which is still a lot of money. So to pay $2 that's, you got to wonder, is this an investment or is this a toy? We'll find out.
Well, the expiring television contract is certainly something that I think he's banking on. He's made it clear he's very excited. He views the Clippers as an enormous opportunity that he couldn't pass up. Whether he's overpaid for it, we'll find out. The Guggenheim Group that bought the Dodgers, that paid $2.15 billion, was banking very heavily on a new TV contract. They got a new, very lucrative TV contract that made that $2.1 billion look like it stands up. But that, of course, has not gone over very well because 70% of the people in the area can't see the team.
Yeah, I actually thought the Guggenheim, or that was the group with Larry Ellison, would probably be a little stronger, because the Dodgers are in a difficult spot because they've got this channel that nobody can watch, that that is not on satellite. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Clippers end up on that channel as programming on the Dodger channel, because the same thing happened in New York with the Yes Network. It was the Yankees, and then suddenly they realized they need some winter programming, and then they brought the Nets aboard there. So don't rule out the fact that the Clippers may be on the Dodger channel, and then the Dodger channel will be worth more, and other satellite providers will pick it up.
Right. And remember also that the Yankees were off the Yes Network for, or most people had trouble getting them for a year. So that was a long process that many people in LA thought would not happen with the Dodgers, but there certainly has been no movement there. So there's a good deal of question that how a TV deal will work and how much more it will cost viewers to watch the Clippers in the future once the current deal expires. So that's going to be a very interesting thing to watch too. It's going to be really interesting to watch how the NBA reacts here. We're still waiting for some kind of definitive comment from them, and the other owners and NBA executives have been very quiet so far.
Yeah, it's in their best interest to sort of sit and watch it play out, because right now I think the battle is Sterling versus Sterling.
Right.
And we don't know how it'll play out.
Well, this is a story that evolves daily, almost evolves hourly, and I would let you know that certainly check latimes.com each day for updates on this story. It's something that's going to be with us for a while, and something that will certainly bear watching.